All right, guys, so you're thinking about signing up as a volunteer. Let me go through what it's like to be a volunteer. So if you volunteer for Brewfest, you're most likely going to be a pourer. Now, the awesome part about being a pourer is we have about 60 different breweries that are going to show up, and you're going to be assigned a specific brewery. Now, you'll get to participate in the event as both a patron and as a volunteer, but I'll get to that at the end. So let's start with our shifts. We have 2 shifts. First shift works from 1 to 5. Both shifts are 4-hour shifts, and you'll have the opportunity to participate in Brewfest as a patron after the first shift or before you work the second shift. Now, we have a responsibility to all of our patrons to make sure that we're not only looking out for the best interest of Brewfest, but their best interest and the best interest of the community. So, we want to make sure that we don't overpour or overserve any of our patrons. Remember, we're here to give them 2 ounces. Each punch is a 2-ounce punch. So, if you overfill the glass, we end up with intoxicated customers. That's bad for us and for them. Now, we're going to have plenty of police on site, but we don't want you to have to shoulder that burden. So if you notice somebody that maybe had too much to drink or they're intoxicated, just let one of the Brewfest captains know. You'll recognize us with the Brewfest polos and shirts. Just let one of us know, and we will politely help out with the situation. All right, so you get to your station. There's a few things that are going to be here. The first one is our wristband identification chart. The wristband identification chart is very important because it tells you who our regular patrons are, who our underage patrons are, and of course who our VIPs are. And all of that will determine what types of pour, if any, they're able to get. Next, you have to have your hole punch. You can't punch the card if you don't have a hole punch. And remember, we buy all of the beer that is served. So, if you don't punch, we're costing us money that could have gone back to the community. And then we have a bottle opener. Our bottle opener gets pretty important once you start serving bottled beers. Other than that, we have our tubs, which will be filled with ice. We want to keep our beverages cool for our customers, and we want to make sure that we're always pouring the correct amount and into the correct glass, which is not this one. All right, so you signed up for your shift. You had first shift from 1 to 5. Second shift is from 5 to 9. But remember, second shift, you'll be able to come in early and get your patron punch card to go through and participate in the event. But we do ask that you make sure that you use moderation as you go through the event. We trust you as a volunteer to be responsible and know your limits so you're able to volunteer and be responsible during the event. Well, I think that's everything. I think you're ready to come out and volunteer for Brewfest. See you in March, guys.